Welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive into a world where humanity lives beneath the surface.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're talking about Hugh Howey's Silo series, and let me tell you, this one's a real mind bender.
It is.
Gets you thinking about, truth, control, what it even means to be human when the world's gone topsy-turvy.
And it all starts with this really familiar sci-fi idea: disaster strikes, forces humanity underground.
Right, but Howey, he injects this, incredible sense of mystery into it.
From page one, you're thrown right into this massive silo.
And you have no clue why it exists, what happened up above, none of it.
Exactly.
So to unpack all this, we've got a bunch of sources for this deep dive.
Hit me with them.
All right, so we got excerpts from, Wikipedia on the Silo series itself.
The classic.
Had to, right?
Always.
And a review from literatureSiteSchrift.de. Those guys always have a unique perspective.
For sure. Love those guys.
Then we've got a Book Scouter blog review, which, by the way, mentions something really interesting. Apparently, this whole silo thing started as a single short story online.
No way.
Wool, it was called, just blew up and bam, the rest is history.
Wow, that's wild.
Speaks volumes about the whole concept,
Totally. This idea that people are living with, super limited information.
Ooh, and don't even get me started on the cleaning.
Yeah, we got to talk about this.
It's not your grandma's feather duster routine, I'll tell you that much.
So for those who haven't read the series, break it down for us.
Okay, so imagine, right? You, me, we're stuck in this silo.
Okay, I'm with you.
And you even whisper about wanting to see the outside.
Uh-oh.
That's it. You're done.
What, really?
You slap a wool cloth in your hand, stuff you in one of those protective suits.
The ones that don't exactly scream long life and happiness.
Exactly, and send you on your merry way to clean the external sensors.
Which is basically a death sentence, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And that just makes you wonder, what are they so scared of us finding out there?
It's like the ultimate punishment, but also kind of suspicious.
Exactly. It's what makes this whole thing so eerie.
And speaking of eerie, that literature site Schrift review, they made a good point. The silo's history. Big fat question mark.
Like they know nothing.
The residents. Told there are no records from before, no explanation for why they're down there.
Talk about living in the dark.
Seriously.
And then there's the silo itself. 144 floors, folks. No elevators. Can you imagine?
Ugh, just thinking about the stairs.
The effort just to, grab a carton of milk.
Talk about your daily workout.
Right.
But that's the thing. It's not just the physical limitations, is it?
Oh, no way.
Wikipedia goes into all the ways this limited world impacts their lives. Everything's controlled.
Like everything. Give me an example.
Okay, so jobs. Tied to where you live in the silo. Relationships.
Oh, forget Tinder, I bet.
Right. And don't even think about having kids unless you win the lottery.
Seriously. A lottery for kids.
Literally. How they manage the population. Someone's got to,
pass on so someone new can.
Exactly.
Wow, talk about pressure. Every birth, every death, all tied to the silo's resources. Intense.
It creates this constant tension, this feeling that every decision has these huge consequences. Which is where Juliet comes in, our main character.
Juliet. I'm already rooting for her.
The YouTube review, they really nailed it with her. She's not your typical hero,
Not some big shot destined to save the day.
Nope. Juliet's a mechanic. Happy as a clam down in mechanical, fixing things.
More interested in gears than politics.
Totally. And it's almost by accident that she stumbles upon this whole conspiracy.
So she's like an accidental hero.
Totally.
I love those. The ones who are just trying to live their lives and then bam.
Exactly.
Destiny comes knocking.
And you know what makes it even crazier? She discovers there's more than one silo.
Whoa. Back up. Multiple silos. Like other communities out there.
Yep, Juliet stumbles right into one.
Man, that just blows the whole thing wide open, doesn't it?
Totally changes the game. The YouTube review, they were spot on about this. Suddenly, it's not just about, one silo fighting for survival. It's about the whole future of humanity. What do you do when you find out you're not alone?
Right, and are these other silos, are they, throwing a welcome party?
Not exactly. Remember Silo 17? The one she finds after, escaping certain death?
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
It's totally deserted. Something went very wrong there.
Creepy. Gives me the chills just thinking about it.
And then there's Solo. He's the last one left from Silo 17.
Oh, Solo. That guy's a whole other mystery.
Total wild card. He tells Juliet about this network, right?
Yeah,
connecting dozens of silos.
Okay, so there's a whole network, and they're keeping it a secret.
Right.
Why?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Solo, he warns her. Knowing about the network, it's dangerous. Someone, or something is trying to keep the silos isolated. Which makes you wonder, what are they so afraid of?
It's like they're controlling everything, right?
Everything. What they see, what they believe,
Yeah.
if they lied about the outside
Who's
world.
to say what else they're hiding? Ooh, and this is where those prequels come in, right? Shift, is that what they were called?
Yep, Shift. They give you a glimpse into how the silos came to be, and let me tell you, it's not pretty.
Lay it on me.
Imagine it's 2049.
Okay, 2049. Got it.
And this young congressman, Donald Keene, gets pulled into this super secret project, Operation 50.
Ooh, Operation 50 sounds ominous.
It is. So they're building these underground shelters.
The silos.
Exactly. Because, you see, the apocalypse is coming.
Okay, here we go. Is it zombies? Aliens?
Nope. Even weirder.
Okay, you got me. Hit me.
Nanotechnology.
Nanotech. Like microscopic robots.
You got it. Weaponized nanobots. Got out of control, made the surface uninhabitable.
So it's not just about surviving a disaster, it's about surviving us.
Exactly. Humanity's own inventions come back to bite them. So Operation 50, they cook up this plan,
Let me guess, not a good one.
nuke the whole planet, wipe the slate clean. The silos, they're supposed to be like humanity's restart button.
A controlled restart, though, right? Like rebooting your computer but deleting all your files first.
That's one way to put it. They figure no memories of the past equals no chance of repeating the same mistakes.
But Donald Keene, this congressman, he's not so sure about that, is he?
He starts having second thoughts. Big time.
That's got to be tough, realizing you're part of something so messed up.
He realizes that wiping out their history, their knowledge, that's not the answer. It's like condemning them to repeat the cycle. It becomes this battle, you know? Control versus freedom.
Ignorance versus knowledge. Classic theme, right? And while all this is going down, inside the silo, it's a whole other kind of control. You've got this super structured society, these rules for everything.
And then there's Bernard, the IT guy, the puppet master.
Oh, Bernard, he gives me the creeps, all those screens, all that information.
He controls it all. The surveillance, the news feeds, even what those big screens show as the outside world. Yeah. And the thing is, he genuinely believes he's doing the right thing.
Protecting them.
Exactly. Even if it means, you know, being a little bit ruthless.
Which never ends well.
Never. And then you've got Juliet, right? She's seen the real deal with her own eyes.
She's not afraid to get her hands dirty, that's for sure.
She's a wrench in the gears of Bernard's perfect little machine.
I love it. A mechanic versus a master manipulator. Who knew wrenches could be so dangerous?
And you know what else is interesting? The importance of those human connections. Even in this controlled environment. Friendship, loyalty.
Those bonds, they become lifelines.
Exactly. Because Juliet, she wouldn't have made it 5 minutes outside that silo if it wasn't for her friends from Mechanical.
So we've got Juliet, our wrench-wielding hero, going up against Bernard and his, control freak ways. But get this, rebellion. It's practically built into the silo system.
Yeah, Wikipedia mentions it happens. More than once, actually.
And Operation 50, they've got a unique way of dealing with it.
Unique might be an understatement. They call it resetting. But
it's more like a system wipe, right?
Pretty much. They dose the whole rebellious silo with amnesia drugs.
Amnesia drugs? You're kidding. Nope.
Wipe their memories, their history, everything. Start from scratch.
Man, that's messed up.
And that's if they're lucky. Some silos, they don't even bother with the reset. Just terminate them.
Terminate, you mean?
Gone. Erased. Which brings us to Juliet's silo. Silo 18.
Uh-oh, this can't be good.
Operation 50, they catch wind of what she's doing, what she knows, and they decide, Silo 18. Yeah, time for the big erase.
And that's when the Silo series, it goes from mind-bending mystery to, whoa, we're fighting for our lives.
The stakes are definitely raised. Dust, the last book, it picks up with Silo 18 staring down the barrel, basically.
Talk about pressure.
And Juliet, she's not just out to expose the truth anymore. She's trying to save everyone she knows.
So we're talking full-on rebellion, plans to escape.
Oh, it's all there. Desperate escapes, unlikely alliances.
Yeah.
They even come up with a plan to bring the whole system down.
Okay, stop. I gotta know. The outside world, we've danced around it all this time. What's really out there?
Wow.
Don't leave me hanging. Is it zombies, mutants, giant radioactive cockroaches?
I won't spoil it, I promise. But let's just say what they think they know about the apocalypse.
It's wrong.
Let's just say Operation 50, they left out a few key details.
Of course they did.
They built this whole system on a lie, on fear, keeping everyone in the dark.
And Juliet, she's the one who throws open the door and says, hey, wait a minute.
Exactly. Her fight, her refusal to back down.
Yeah.
That's what makes her such a powerful character.
So After all this, diving deep into this crazy silo world, what's the takeaway?
Don't believe everything you're told. Question everything.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes from the people in charge.
Man, that's so relevant today. Fake news, information bubbles. It's like we're all living in our own little silos sometimes.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. Hugh Howey, he didn't just write a sci-fi series. He gave us something to think about.
He sure did.
So there you have it, folks. The Silo series, it's a wild ride. It'll keep you guessing. But more than that, it'll stick with you long after you finish the last page.
Because maybe, just maybe, uncovering the truth about our world, even the uncomfortable truths, maybe that's the first step to building a better one.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And to everyone listening, if you were stuck in a world built on secrets, how far would you go to break free?